Hey guys, it's Chelsea Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NBA action between the Heat and the Wizards. It's wild card weekend in the NFL, and we've got a special promo code. The code is WILD for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Wizards have cruised their way to the second highest scoring offense in the NBA with 120 points per game. They're also giving up the most points in the NBA at 122 points per game. So an interesting dynamic in this one. And then you've got this Heat defense, third worst in the league in 3 points made per game at 14.6, and an offense that has not been scoring a whole lot. But this is a Heat team with a lot of talent. Obviously made it pretty deep in the playoffs last season. So an interesting matchup here. We've got Chip Chirimbes here to break it all down for us. Chip, what do you see when you see these teams matched up?
But the first thing I saw is everything that you mentioned, Chelsea. Miami averaging 105 points a game and giving up 107, mostly because they've been out. Their big man, Jimmy Butler, hasn't been around. He's been injured.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington, who's 0-4 at home, both straight up in against the points. Number two in offense, like you said, 120.8 points per game, and they're giving up 123, 122.8, I think, is somewhere like that. So as far as looking at the total here, it's which team's going to be in command. And I think that when we get a line on this game, we might have a clue as to Jimmy Butler's status. And that's going to be the most important thing about this. If he's there, this is probably going to be more of a defensive affair. But, Washington has Bradley Beal right now scored 60 points, a career high, in a loss the night before last. Washington's coming off a game Friday night. This game, of course, Saturday. They also have Russell Westbrook. So those two are such a dynamic feature at the front court. It all depends if Miami could clean the glass and control the ball, which they have not been able to do with without Jimmy Butler in the lineup. So I think the line on this is all on Butler's shoulders as to whether he's going to play or not.
Right. And it's kind of, if you're looking at a total in this one, it's a tale of two teams, as we've kind of alluded
Right.
to, with Washington going 6-2 with 6 games to the over, and then Miami's 2-5 with 5 games to the under. Definitely a tough one to decide, especially when we don't have a line out yet. Any
Right.
other? Oh, actually, I'm seeing a line now, 230.5. Seems a little high. And then I see
See,
the Heat are favored -1.5.
well, that makes me think that Butler's not going to be playing, and they'll be able to race the floor. And maybe if Butler was playing, the line would be a little higher. Miami was a playoff team, of course, last season, and Washington was not. Maybe the Wizards will pull some tricks on this one. But 1.5, I think Jimmy Butler is not there, and I think the total, at what you said, I would look to go over, and maybe come up with the first win or cover of the season at home. But then again, they're coming off this Friday night affair. Who knows if their legs are collapsing? Miami's coming off a loss at home to Boston, and we'll see just how it pans out.
Yeah, well, that's going to do it for our NBA talk here on Picks and Parlays. As always, great insight from Chip Chirimbes. Chip, thanks for joining us.